Evening guys and welcome to the stream. We're here again doing ISRL Gr4 Season 9 and we're up to round 3. That's Circuit de Sainte Croix beef track. In about a minute or so we'll convert over. Stop checking about a minute or so. Evening Foxy. Glad to see him still with us, mate. Has that been 2 minutes? It will be now. Starting to worry about you, mate. Glad you're still about. Ah, cool. So your teammates finally worked out how to put racing numbers above the car. Hello, hippie. Are you still eating? Or will you be stuck chicken tonight? Good man. So tonight's race, Sainte Croix Circuit B, Gr4 race is 12 laps, European cars. Tyres for tonight are racing super softs and racing softs. Tyre wears at ×4, fuels at ×6, and starting fuels at 80%. And hello Nick, have a good race, mate. Start off as becoming the norm now with the stop check race. No holes barred. Murder for a good 2.5 minutes. Just check that I'm not missing anything. No. Give everyone a ready. And I've come to realise the stop check race is impossible to commentate on because there's just too much going on. And here we go. Stop check is now a go-go. Tonight we've got no Screechy and poor Foxy can't be racing with us at the moment. So we're 2 missing off the grid. So we got a grid of 11 tonight. God, the Gr4 grid's got very try-hardy now. So we'll start at the back at number 10. So we can see the best punts. And we're away. The hippie coming up. Who will survive the first corner? Everyone's fairly clean around the first corner. Apart from PB being pushed wide, Grizzle also being shoved around a bit. And we just saw so B racing and Hippie have been murdered already. Hat Maris right and trying to make the move on the inside. That won't go well. As Hat shoves him out of the way. Gad takes the lead as they head up towards the bridge. So we Gad in first, Hat in second, Wright in third, Timmy in fourth. Timmy! He's already lost a fair bit of paint on the inside. Going for that inside. Hat's murdered Gad into the corner. Oh, Nick's killed Gad good and proper there. So Wrighton's out in the lead with Hat in second. TNT looking to get past him into third. Grizzle doing well in fourth. Timmy in fifth. Nick in sixth. PB in seventh. Mash in eighth. Hippie in ninth. B in 10th. Oh, sorry, B in 10th. Gad in 11th was making his fight back. And all Hat doing a bit of drifting and I think a little bit of contact. And Grizzle now into the lead. Go on, Grizzle. Well, he's got to be careful, he's got that Wrighton behind him. He's being pushed along by TNT. 1 or 2 corners left to go. Grizzle's holding on for the win. Hippie and TNT. Wrighton does the send. Helping Grizzle into the wall. So Wrighton's going for the win. Grizzle in second. Oh no, Hippie going for the... So Wrighton wins it. Hippie in second. Grizzle in third. TNT in fourth. Gad in fifth. Nick in sixth. Hat in seventh. B in eighth. Timmy in 10th. So there's our results. So Wrighton with the win. So there you go, Foxy. Your teammates already started on the winning road. In his full-on Pross livery. So quick look at the result. So there we go. PB lost out big time. Just edit it up. A nice recover there, Hippie. TNT got fourth, but Grizzle on the podium. Fair play to him. Wrighton with the win. So now we're going to qualifying with our usual couple of groups. Groups for this season are: first group will be PB, Wrighton, Timmy, TNT, Hippie and Mash. Group 2 tonight will be Hat Maris, Gad, Nick, Grizzle and B. We'll just wait for everyone to get back up onto track. Got the qualifying set at 10 minutes because it's a long ass track. possibly a bit too long, but it allows everyone to get in position. I know it's probably less than 2 minutes, but it's a long one. Group 1. We have our group 1s go out first. Just waiting on Mash and Hippie. Need to keep an eye on when Hippie goes out. Have a good race, everyone. Thanks for reminding me of that, Gad. Appreciate that. Still just waiting on Hippie to get out there. So we have Timmy, PB, Righton, TNT, Mash, and Hippie. Now he's out to the pits. On their out lap. Once all the group 1s have got their out lap outs done, I will let the group 2s go. Hopefully get it a bit more together than I did last week. Just have a quick look at the races going round. So there's Timmy onto his flying lap. Can't set the group 2s out here because they'll get in the way of Hippie on his flyer. Mash just over the line. Can only assume that Hippie steps away from the thing. So Hippie now coming up to the line. How do you do? How'd skip? Timmy, 3/4 the way round on his lap. PB, lots of space around him. Righton No bunch tonight. He'll be coming around, just coming up to the bridge. Over he goes. Timmy taking that pancake. Pre-race he got in at 2:18 that no one could get anywhere near, and as he comes up to the line, Red Bull Junior, mate. Timmy there with a 2:19. PB now coming up to the line with a 2:19.207. Right now coming up with a 2:21. TNT comes up to the line with a 2:20. And then we have Mash coming along. 2:18.266, and Mash is on pole at the moment. Mate, real life gets in the way. It's totally understandable. So you got Hippie with the last two corners to go. Through the penultimate corner. Round the last corner. And up to the line. With a 2:23.41. So we got Masher, you got pole, Timmy in second, PB in third, Hippie in fourth, TNT in fifth, Wright in sixth, as Hat's now starting his fast lap. B behind him, Grizzle there, M3 guy, or Nick as I like to call him, and Gad there at the back, who's just about to start his lap. So we've Hat in his classified livery. Everything's top secret, can't give us any tips or hints of what their car or sponsor is. Very muted compared to his livery last season with it, racing for my team. And there's Hat up to the bridge. Over the line. And why is TNT out on the track? Across the end of the bridge. No one came for it. I forgot to put him out until this morning. Or was it this afternoon? Hard to get the races now in Gran Turismo, mate. Getting very tough. So Hat now coming up to the squiggle. Where is TNT? Hat coming up to the squiggly bit. Through the penultimate corner, down the little drop, round that sharp right-hander, and up to the line with a time of 2:26.54. Good for 6th place. B now coming to the line with a time of 2:18.962. Grizzle coming to the line with Nick right behind him. So Grizzle's going to have something like a 2:25. Nick there with a 2:21. And Gad over the line with a 2:21.122. Good enough for 8th. So our grid for tonight: Mash on pole, B in 2nd. So team mashing with a 1-2. Timmy 3rd, PB in 4th, Hippie in 5th, TNT in 6th, Hat in 7th, Gad in 8th, M3 guy in 9th, Wrighton in 10th, and Gr4 in 11th. So everyone now changing the tyres and getting back out onto grid. And we get this race on the go. As I say, 12 laps, super softs, and soft tyres. And I've just read that everyone's favourite friend, Fat Tony, biggest heart going, Hiya Hansa, is doing some streaming over the weekend to raise funds for the COVID fund, as he's found out one of his friends has come down with it now. Cracking guy, old Tony, even for all the foul language and interesting habits on a Saturday night. But he's got a heart of gold, the lad has. So if you just want to follow Anthony Hunt on Twitch this weekend and go and shout some abuse to me, I appreciate it. Tell him I sent you. So we're just waiting for the time to run down. Everyone's just finishing up. Yeah, it's not Hunty, this guy. I've just read his Twitter. One of his friends got, so he's going to be doing a couple of live streams to raise money. I just read it on Discord. He'll be doing Dirt Rally, Call of Duty. He's off into the R zone yet again. Getting in the dirt of the R zone. Nice. So because he's got people saying I'm on the final lap, it's taking the time all the way to the end. That's perfectly fine, mate. No doubt Foxy might disagree because he would have seen you as his sub, so he'd have been cheering you on to win. So now he's just making sure that Wrighton wins both races, get the victory for the team. So just before the Gr4 race starts, I can tell you that Timmy is leading the Gr4 by 9 points over B Racing, with Mash in 3rd, a point behind him, then PB in 4th, Gad's in 5th, Nick's in 6th, Hippie's in 7th, TNT in 8th, Hans is there in 9th place, leading subber. I'll bet it is. I know G always likes to put his feet up and watch from on the screen. There we go. Gr4 race. Mash on pole. Tyre wears ×4. Fuel ×6. Fuel starting fuel's 80%, and we're away. Looks like everyone got away cleanly. It's T1. Have a good race, everybody. Everyone's got through there clearly. So Mash is taking the lead. Timmy's making the charges up into second. B's dropped down to third, coming on increasing prep of PB. Hippie there in fifth. Gad's had a brilliant start and he's up into sixth. Hats in seventh. TNT in eighth. Nick in ninth. Wrighton in 10th and Grizzle in 11th, but Grizzle making a move and Wrighton. So onto the bridge. Mash is leading it out. PB and Hippie closing right up onto B. Hippie had a quick little look on the inside. Gad's 6th place with Hat right behind him. You'd definitely have been Fox's sub if you was in the Aston. Hat's there, looking to make the move on Gad. Up alongside him. Through that corner. And Hat's got it. But Gad's not giving up on it yet. Gad's fighting back. TNT's made the move as well. Gad's really lost out now. Nick's coming around the outside. No way, all three of them is going to get round that corner. And now I need to see if we can see where Timmy taking the old Mash. Mash went a bit wide, which allowed Timmy to come up alongside him. Side by side they go. Timmy is leading the race out onto lap 2. PB, so Mash really lost out. So PB now he's up into second. We've managed to get past B. Can we see what happened? Yep. PB did a nice braking manoeuvre to get past B. So we have Timmy leading the race. PB up into second. PB's having an absolute storm this season. B's in third. Mash is in fourth. Hippie in fifth. Hat is up into sixth now. With TNT right behind him. Nick up in 8th, Gad in 9th, Wrighton in 10th, Grizzle there in 11th. Timmy! Can he try and get some clean air? Try and get... PB's not letting him get away. Timmy! PB's definitely not letting him get away. And B's got Mash closing in. Mash does the cut back into that tight left right-hander. Went a bit deep. Managed to hold it. Hippie there in 5th. TNT's got past Hat there. But as Hat said, he's got the speed. He's just not that comfortable yet with his wheel around traffic. So he probably didn't fight with TNT there. Gad's back up into 8th. but Nick's swarming all over the back of him. And he's got to be careful because Wrighton's there closing up behind Nick. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Timmy! He's being chased down by Alan! Alan! Timmy is now starting to put some lead into PB, who's in second, with Mash in third, B in fourth, Hippie in fifth, Hat back into sixth place. Can we see what happened to TNT? Couldn't see what caused it. But TNT now has got Gad closing in on him. Nick's and Wrighton's dropped back a fair bit. It's the idea. Timmy is now 1.8 seconds in front of PB. With Mash who's now closing in on PB. So apart from Wrighton and Grizzle who've dropped back, it's still fairly close together. This is the battle of the far. All that's gonna. PB's hit the wall. That's gonna leave him open to it. And this is where Mash went past B. Pulls up alongside. Through they go. Cleanly through there by Mash. PB drops straight back in. In fact, it looks like PB's looking to fight straight back. Just have a look back. Hat has managed to open up a gap on TNT now. Gad in 8th, who's now got some space between him and Nick. Wrighton's dropping back. Yes, if not careful, he'll have Grizzle closing up on him. And Timmy! 2.3 seconds. PB is looking to get back that second place as they go towards T1. He's got the inside line. Who's going to be better on the brakes? PB's managing. Nice move, PB. And this is allowed B. Because Mash's line was slightly impeded, he's allowed B to close right up on Mash. But will he do anything because of teammates? The man riding 3rd and 4th. Looking very secure. But all this fighting's allowing Timmy to get a 2.2 second lead as they head down towards the bridge. Bit wide by Mash, which is going to allow B to close right back up on him. Hippie, only 2 seconds down on these two. He's got 2 second lead over Hat, and Hat with a 1.7 lead over TNT. But TNT's got problems of his own now. He's got Gad closed right up on him. He's in that Ferrari in a pancake sandwich. As they go into possibly one of the longerish straights. Obviously Gad's not close enough to make a move. They head for this really tight right-hander here. TNT hold, but he ends up going a little wide, which has allowed Gad to get on the inside of him. But TNT's got the inside for the next one, but Gad's just going round the outside. Gad's there, back up into 7th. Nice move, Gad. Grizzle now, he's up into 9th place. I can only assume that Nick's been into the pits. Yep, Nick's been in the pits. Same for Wrighton, so this allowed Grizzle to get up into 9th way. Timmy! As he starts laps 5, he's 2.7 seconds clear of PB. He's got a 2.3 second gap on Mash, third place. And Mash with his teammate right behind him. Hippie getting a bit close. He's got it below 2 seconds now. On to B, fourth place. Hat in 6th, 2.2 seconds clear. 1.4 seconds behind Hippie, so Hippie must have had some sort of problem. Yeah. Hat now starting to close up on Hippie as they head onto the bridge. Hat less than a second now behind Hippie in closing. See where they've come off the bridge. And now Hat's into that suck zone. He's just getting pulled up towards the back of Hippie's car. And we go onto the, get onto the straight. And as you can see, I will, mate, I will, don't worry. Thanks for dropping by. You have a good evening. The Hat getting extremely close now. I just want to have a quick look at this. Could B, can I see where B got past him? Can't see it. Hat just keeping a second behind so Hippie obviously had a bad corner but has now recuperated it. Hat's 1.3 and Hippie's into the pits to join Mash PB. Timmy has stayed out, and because of this Timmy and Hat both on the soft tyres rather than the racing softs, and we know the Pancake is very good on fuel. So B's coming out of the pits in third, PB coming out in fourth with some silly penalty by the look of it. Masters in fifth, Hippie comes out in sixth, TNT's coming up as Gad's just popping out the pits. So Gad's managed to hold it, but TNT's going to be carrying the more speed. But Gad's got that inside line. Just going to push T, and then TNT's got it for this left-hand corner. Side by side they go. Round this look, sweeping right-hander now. Gad's back into 7th place. So we have Timmy, 11 seconds in the lead of Hat, who's in 2nd place. He's got 12 seconds on B in 3rd. PB in 5th, 5.9 seconds behind B. With Mash in 5th. With Hippie in 6th, very close behind him. Gad in 7th with TNT right up behind. But Gad's got the newer tyres. TNT's undercut hasn't worked for him this time round. B's not actually making much of a closing much on, and Timmy is into the pits. And I imagine Hat will be following him in as well. So we've got Timmy fueling up. B coming up onto the start finish straight. Timmy is out. No. Yes, Timmy's got out. So Timmy's held on. Timmy has held on to lead, which is now B into 2nd. PB in 3rd. Mash is in 4th, Hat comes out in 5th, Hippie in 6th, Gad in 7th, under increasing pressure from TNT. And I'll be back in a second, guy. I've just got to go somewhere. So while I'm looking at TNTs, I've just got past Gad. Timmy! 3.7 seconds in the clear of B, who's in 2nd place. He's got 6 seconds on PB. Mash 2.4 seconds behind him. Hat 1.3 seconds behind with Hippie. Very close behind Hat now as they come up to the line to start lap 8. We have Gad back into 7th place, TNT right behind him in 8th, Nick into the pits for the 2nd time, Righton testing the barriers out in 10th, and Grizzle in 11th. Tabang! 4.2 seconds in the clear of B, who's holding on to that 6-second lead for over PB. Who's keeping Mass 2.6 seconds behind him. And Hat there in 5th place, with a charging Hippie coming close behind him. And in fact, excuse me, Hat is now 1.5 seconds behind Mass, so Hat is actually starting to close. So if you just have a quick look, we've got Timmy on his super softs, B on super softs, PB on super softs, Mash. So you got Hippie who's on the soft tyres, and I think that's what's going to make him struggle. So we're just coming up 3/4 of the way through the race. Hat in 5th, Hippie in 6th. TNT and Gad trading places. Can we see the latest overtake? Can't you? So you got Gad in 8th, right in there in 9th. He's gonna have to pit before too long. We have Nick in 9th, intense, I apologise. Grizzle in 11th. Timmy! The 4.4 second B back into the pits. Interesting strategy. Change of tyres. Drop of fuel, so that puts PB back up into 2nd. Mash in 3rd. Hat in 4th. Hippie in 5th. TNT into the pits. So B's dropped down into 6th place. Gad's in 7th. TNT right and there into the pits. So Timmy now with a 10-second lead. Just under 4 laps to go. PB in second, 2.6 second lead over Mash, who's in third, who's got Hat 2.2 seconds behind him, and Hippie there in 5th place, 1.7 seconds behind Hat. B there in 6th place, Gad in 7th, TNT in 8th, Wrighton in 9th, Nick in 10th, Grizzle down topping up his tank in 11th place. Timmy! Into the sweeping right-hander he goes. Almost in cruise control now. But look at these lap times, 2:19s, 2:18, 2:41 for the fastest lap. PB in second. Also doing low 2:19s as well. Who's now really starting to build up that lead on Mash. Hat there in 4th. Back down below 2 seconds behind Mash. Hippie there in 5th, 2 seconds behind Hat. With B 6 seconds back in 6th place. With 4-second lead gap over Gad, who's in 7th. Who still has that 11-second lead over TNT, who's in 8th. And then we have Wrighton in 9th. With Nick closing in on him. Grizzle there in 11th. So Timmy, who's now starting to put some time into, he's got it back up to 11 seconds, and there with the purple sector on his 10th lap, 12. PB in second, while he's not able to get, also purple sector to the first sector. Well, PB's not able to close up on Timmy. He's putting more and more time into Mash. But Mash is also starting to put time into Hat. B has taken a second out of that gap up between him and Hat Maris now. So B's now on a charge. Got there in 7th. Can we see what happened? So Gad now is up into 6th place after, not sure what happened to Hippie. I'm sure he'll let me know later. But Hippie's not letting him get away. We'll watch these GRT guys going now. Going into the barrier straight. Hippie goes for the inside of the sweeping right-hander here. Hippie straight past Gad. But Gad's keeping to some, but with his tight right-hander now, Hippie should have 6th place back. Goes wide, which could allow Gad to get back in. Gad is very close, having a look through the penultimate corner of the lap. Mash into the pits as well now. Onto the start-finish straight. Mash is going to come out just behind his teammate. So Timmy, 14 seconds now in the lead on the 11th lap of 12. PB pretty safe in 2nd place now. Hat in 3rd place now with B, who's put some mammoth racing in. He's now only 3 seconds behind him. He's got Mash behind him as well. Hippie Gad trading places again. Hippie's taking him back. So we head on down. So we have Gad in 7th, TNT in 8th, Ryden in 9th, who seems to have seen off the challenge of Nick in 10th, and with Grizzle in 11th. Evening Petri, and welcome. So Timmy, 15 seconds in the lead over PB in 2nd, with Hat in 3rd. But Hat's got the mash team mashing now, closing in on him now. 2.4 seconds. And now we get to see if there's any team orders, because Mash closing up right behind B. Formation through that sweeping left right hander. Mash is there. Mash went a bit deep. Can B come back? And he is. And Mash just holds that inside line. So Mash holds on to 4th place. But this is allowing Hat to get more comfortable with that 2.4 second lead. With 1 corner and a lap to go. Timmy! Who's now set to 2:17.691. 13 seconds the lead of PB. He's got 8 seconds over Hat, and Hat with a 2.1. Dropping down to below 2 seconds now. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Mash now got past his teammate. Can he get close enough to Hat to try and rob him of his podium spot? .8 seconds now, back on Hat he is. B looks like he's struggling to hold on to him. 1.5 seconds now. B almost has a look as they go up towards the bridge. Down to a second, so Hat's at a shocking corner. Mash closing right up on him. About a half a lap to go. Can Hat keep them behind him now? Off the bridge. Head down to that very oblique right hand turn. The straight. Nice and smoothly through by Hat. But Mash looking to come up alongside. Straight grunt race between the Pancake and the Ferrari. Hat's got to be careful that he doesn't let B through as well. But he's holding on to it. 3 abreast we go. With his tight right hander. Mash is through. B's through as well. But Mash goes wide. Will that open the door for B? B looks to go to the outside, the long way around him. And does. Hat's not letting them get away. Just quick look. Timmy is our winner. PB's coming up to the line, so B now is up into 3rd place with 1 corner to go. PB comes across the line in 2nd place. B's in 3rd and looks very pleased with it, and he should be. Nice podium there for B. Mash in 4, Hat in 5th. Great result there for Hat on the wheel. And Hippie comes up to the line in 6th place. Gads, after his battles with TNT, and he's about to run out of fuel. But Gad's over in 7th, TNT in 8th. Right, and coming up to the last corner now. Round that last corner safely in 9th place. Well done, Ryden. Nick. I believe Nick's run out of fuel. But thankfully the timer ran out, so Grizzle couldn't catch him. There we go. Timmy is our winner. Good old Timmy! With a nice victory there. And fastest lap. Quickly save the replay. Let's a quick look at the result. Timmy is our winner. PB in second, B in third, Mash in fourth, Hat in fifth, Hippie in sixth, Gad in seventh, TNT in eighth, Brighton in ninth, Nick in 10th, and Grizzle in 11th. Just change it over. We'll have a 5-minute break. So now we move on to our Marmite race. 8 laps. Nick won't be happy that I showed that there. So, Marmite race, 8 laps. Fuel times 6. No, sorry, fuel times 5, tyre wear times 6. Starting fuel is 100%. Tyres are super softs up to hard, completely up to the racers. Whatever they wish. Reverse grid, rolling start. Thankfully no one's left, so we will just be able to start racing. That's the rule with the Marmite race. Don't need to have a livery. It's entirely up to you. You can if you wish, but there are no penalties if you don't. Look at the little toon man on that jack deck. Yours there. Gad sporting a Rockstar livery there. As you know, this car is a beast. Not as big a beast as his older brothers. Still a handful. And we know possibly won't be any pit stops in this race. because it barely has any trouble keeping the tyres. Fuel will not be an issue. Not the moment, my love. Okay, well I've never had a pair of them shoes. So we'll have the race start in 2 minutes, guys.
Why did I go upstairs at 7:30 if the race isn't starting for another time?
Third race, my love. Third race. Say hello to everybody.
I don't want to say that.
Well, you already have to.
They're making me a PlayStation 4 widow. They're nasty balls. They take you away from me every Friday.
But says hello, Josie.
Fuck off, Budge, you cunt.
No, it's alright.
Okay. Said with love, Budge. Actually, I don't mind being Josie Bukali as well.
Well, that's why you called it, because I said it before. Alright. Nothing wrong with a bit of Josie Lawrence. Anyway. Can't hear you.
I've left a message for you on the bed.
And here we go. Brief appearance by Wi-Fi. Here we go. Gr4 race. Reverse grid, rolling start. Stars. She's lovely. She likes your Budge, really. Grizzle on pole. And be interested to see what tyres people are using. Well, we have got a bit of a mixture of tyres wise. As we head down to T1, Nick closing right up on Grizzle. Through T1, and right and looking to go around the outside of Nick there. Decides against it. To T2. Grizzle holding on to the lead. Gad is already up into 4th place. Hippie's in 5th. TNT in 6th. A little bit of contact with Hippie. With B then. Oh! TNT. Oof. We have Brighton and Nick fighting for the lead there. The thing with this car, the oversteer, well the grip on it is insane, and if you get the power slightly wrong, it will bite your hand off. So Brighton looking for that move that we saw Mash do several times. and has done it. Nick's giving him plenty of space, dropping in behind him. Gad and PB fighting for third. PB gone clear through the field, so PB already up into third place. Gad in fourth. Timmy is in fifth. Hippie in sixth. Hat in seventh. Mash in eighth. B in ninth. Grizzle in 10th. TNT in 11th. And we have Righton looking for his second win of the night. Him and Nick having a 3-second lead over PB, which is closing down by every second, because Timmy's got Gad, PB's got Gad and Timmy very close behind. But Righton's managed to put some space between him and Nick now in second place. Nick with only a 2-second lead over PB in third. Oh, we have Timmy! He's up into fourth place as we're on lap 2. Closing in very rapidly on PB, who is also, Nick's gone a bit wide. It's allowed Timmy has had to make an offline death, I think we're back safely. So Righton now 5 seconds in the lead. PB briefly into second place, but Nick came straight back and took it. So PB in third. Gad in fourth. Hippie in fifth. Mash in sixth. Hat in seventh. Timmy in eighth. B in ninth. TNT in 10th. Grizzle in 11th. Right now with a 6-second lead, because Nick and PB are fighting. It's allowing Righton to get away. PB's back into second place, and I think he's in second place to stay now. Nick's got to be careful because Hippie's closing up behind him. But Nick's not letting PB get away. You've got to be careful when you're in the slipstream in these cars. They're not a fan of that dirty air. So PB's already closing up on Righton now, 5 seconds behind. Grizzle has left the room. So Nick there in third, Hippie in fourth, Gad in fifth, Mash in sixth, Hat in seventh, Timmy in eighth, B in ninth, TNT in 10th. The ride now. Hippie managed to hold it there. PB now within 5 seconds of Righton now. We need to keep an eye on this. And I believe Hat's just got out of the way to let Timmy through, who's now into 7th place. Mash in 6th, with Gad right in front of him. Mash looking to make the move as they come off the bridge. Has the inside line. So Mash now up into 5th place. Nick's dropped down into 4th. Can we see how we got? I think Nick's really struggling. Right, and still in first, with a 4-second gap and over PB, who's now got Hippie, but Nick's not letting Hippie have it all his own ways. Nick's making the move back as they go to that tight rod, and Hippie just goes around the outside of Nick. So Nick's not giving up without a fight. Go on, Nick. 3.5 seconds now, as we're coming up to end lap 3. So we have Righton leading in his Yorkshire Tea livery. PB in second, 3.3 seconds behind him. Hippie in third, with Nick not letting him go just yet. Mash in fifth. Gad in sixth, with Timmy in seventh, who's just put in the fastest lap of a 2:07, and Timmy goes for it in T1. So Timmy is making his fight back and he's up into sixth, 1.6 seconds behind Mash. B there in eighth, Hat in ninth, TNT in 10th. They're right and 3.2 seconds in front of PB. So PB is absolutely charging now. Onto the bridge they go. 3 seconds, well, below 3 seconds now on Brighton. Can we see what's Brighton? 2 seconds slower on that lap, and you can tell 2.8 seconds back now to PB. Hippie there in third. Has now managed to put some time into Nick. And Mash there in fifth, with Timmy closing right up on him. So they go into the barrier straight. Timmy's coming straight. Looking to come straight past Mash to take fifth place. Side by side they go. And Timmy has fifth place there. Through that sweeping right hander and up to the very tight right hand corner. So Timmy is in fifth place. Mash is in PB 1.1 seconds behind Brighton. The pressure's mounting on Brighton now. Both of them on the super. Brighton really cut that corner. Hopefully we don't want to, and he did. He picked up a penalty for it. The pressure of having to lead, which has allowed PB to take the lead on lap 5. But Brighton still has a lot to fight for. If he can get going, he can get slipping behind PB and allow PB to drag him along. Tighter line by Brighton, allowed him to close up on PB. Brighton not giving up on that lead that he held for 5 laps and only lost to a penalty in the end. Still keeping PB firmly in his sights as they head down towards the bridge. Onto the bridge they go. Oh, and that bit of wall is going to make Brighton suffer. It's allowed PB to get away. And now Brighton's got to watch out because Hippie's closing right upon him. And Timmy and Mash are fighting corner by corner. Side by side they go into the barrier straight again. Mash with the inside line. So they're going to come out of this corner and Mash is going to be... Side by side they go into that sweeping right hander as they head towards the tightest corners on the track. Timmy trying to go on the outside and has done. Mash is looking to get the inside for the next corner. Timmy says no. Timmy say no. But will Mash come straight back at him? Just pull away from that. Right, must have had some unluckiness because we have PB in the lead, Hippie in second, but right there behind Hippie. Nick holding firmly onto fourth with Timmy and Mash. Oh, and that's unfortunate for Mash, picking that penalty up there. No clear corner to get, no clear straight to get rid of that. Mash in 6th, Gad in 7th, B, oh, not the best time, I won't linger on that. Hat in 9th, TNT in 10th. PB's managed to get away from Wrighton. Can Wrighton come back to him? And in fact, Nick and Timmy are getting closer. So we've got 2.5 laps left. 2.5 laps to go, PB with a 3-second lead over Hippie. He's got Wrighton not far behind him at all. And within that slipstone, so he's going to close right up on Hippie. And we have Timmy making the move on Nick. Nick not fighting it. Right. Go on, Ryan. Keep up with Hippie. Make it a battle for the last couple of laps. And we have Timmy in 4th place now. Even after his major off. Still holding on to 4th place. Up into 4th. Mash in 6th. Gad in 7th. Hat in 8th. B in 9th. TNT in 10th. There we have PB starting his 7th lap with a 4-second gap over Hippie. And Timmy now up onto 3rd. But Ryan's coming straight back at Timmy. And he does. Ryan's back into 3rd place. Go on, Ryan. But Ryan, he's lost 1st. He's lost 2nd. Timmy come straight back and taking 3rd back. Ryan's just got to be careful because he's got Nick and Mash not far behind. Still keeping it up with Timmy. But we'll keep an eye on Wrighton. He's already made one move on Timmy. Could always make another. Hippie is now starting to make a drive towards PB. There's 3-second lead. But Hippie has got Timmy and Wrighton and Nick and Mash not a million miles behind him. And in fact, Timmy is getting closer with every tip, although Wrighton's still trying to look to get past Timmy. Go on, Wrighton. I've got Foxy here cheering you on. So we got PB coming up to the last corner to start the final lap with Hippie in 2nd, Timmy in 3rd, who's got Wrighton clawing oil over the back of him, Nick in 5th, Mash in 6th, Gad in 7th, B in 8th, Hat in 9th, TNT in 10th, and then we're on to our final lap. PB clearly in the lead, Hippie in 2nd with Timmy in 3rd, Wrighton in 4th, Nicky in 5th, Mash in 6th, Nick having to serve a penalty, but Timmy is now closing in on Hippie. With 3/4 of a lap to go, can Hippie keep Timmy and the Lords of the Underground? Oh, and they both go wide. Hippie managed to keep it going. Wrighton's now back into 3rd place. Mash is up into 4th. Nick's in 5th. And Timmy in 6th place. Gad in 7th. B in 8th. Hat in 9th. TNT in 10th. So PB with a 2-second gap in the lead. Hippie in 2nd. Wrighton in 3rd. Mash in 4th. Nick in 5th, Tame in 6th with the fastest lap of a 2:05, and as you can see PB's been cruising around at 2:07s, but it needs to be careful. The last few corners, Hippie is now within 1.9 seconds of him, and Wrighton's got to be careful. He's managed to outlive Tame, but he's now got Mash closing in on him. And it looks like Hippie's eased off, so PB's going to come up to the line for the win. Wrighton through the last corner. Can he hold it? For PB for the win. Mash coming up to the line. So PB is our winner. Hippie in 2nd, Wrighton in 3rd, Mash in 4th, Nick in 5th, Tame in 6th, Gad coming to the line in 7th. B comes up to the last corner to take 8th place. Hat there coming up to take 9th. TNT drifting the last corner. And across the line in 10th place. So victory for PB. And a clean race bonus. Just save the replay. So there we go, the quick results. So PB with a win, Hippie in 2nd, Wrighton in 3rd, Mash in 4th, Nick in 5th, Timmy in 6th, Gad in 7th, B in 8th, Hat in 9th, TNT in 10th, Grizzle left the room. So Timmy with the fastest lap. Let me just check. Yep. So right in there, done your proud, Foxy. Won the Stock Check podium in Marmo. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Gonna end the stream in a minute. If you liked it, give it a like, and if you want to see any more, hit that subscribe button. I believe I'll be back next Tuesday for some Sambabus. I say Sambabus, more like budge punting and Herbie punting by everybody else. Congratulations, Wrighton. Back on format. Right then guys, I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.